And now, coming live from the Midwest Racks and Rod studio, it's the Outdoor Show with your hosts, Scott and Drew Biscobing, with our producer, Luke Ortman, and special in-studio guest, Brad Tallahassee Werwinski.
All right, we're back.
Again, we are here.
We're here. Hopefully we got, I don't know.
Somebody let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful.
Such a weird thing, but we're just, we're starting this thing over, and we're just rolling with it here, folks. We're rolling with it. For those of you tuning in now for the first time, welcome to another episode of the Midwest Racks and Rods Outdoor Show.
And tonight's episode is brought to you by Tagged and Bagged. They specialize in pre-taxidermy packaging for waterfowl. Their mission is to provide hunters with the highest quality packaging products to ensure preservation of a hunter's prized trophy. Tagged and bagged products are made with the best materials and are designed to withstand the toughest hunting conditions. Pre-taxidermy packaging, did I say it right that time? Is used to preserve your waterfowl before sending it to the taxidermist. At just $20, which includes shipping, folks, you'll receive all the pre-taxidermy packaging that comes with easy-to-follow instructions that will preserve your waterfowl for the taxidermist. Go to taggedandbag.net. That's right, folks, taggedandbag.net for all of your pre-taxidermy preservation needs.
Yeah, that's...
I think I say taxidermy. It's kind of like just like a
like
Wisconsin like taxidermy.
Like Tallahassee.
You say it proper.
Taxidermy.
You say taxidermy.
I say. Do I say?
I mean, that's
do I put a
probably
lot of emphasis on that?
Yeah, like it's a taxi and a dermy.
And a dermy.
It's a taxidermy.
It's a taxidermy. I hate this place so much. Anyhow.
But anyways, we're sorry if any of you guys caught the first 8 minutes before and then we broke down. But we're back and we're running this new live here. We got Brad Werwinski in the studio. Brad, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Glad
really
to have you
back in here.
The new studio. The new studio. And for those of you guys tuning in, some of you are probably tuning in live because of the fact that we have this giveaway going on. This awesome giveaway. We're giving away 6 ice fishing rods from HD Enterprises. Like we had mentioned before, there's going to be 3 winners, and we're going to draw them sporadically throughout the show. The first one will be probably about the 25-minute mark.
Yep.
We're going to do one right before intermission, and then the last one
I want this
we'll do. Now, the important thing to remember, guys, is if you're watching live and you comment that you're here watching live, especially when we do the drawing,
You don't hold them this way.
you're going to win you're going to win a bonus package. Bonus prize.
I was just feeling the motion. I'm sorry. Bonus package.
I'm trying to explain this here.
Well, we're excited about this great giveaway that we have here.
They're great. These are nice.
They're very nice.
So
we have a bonus.
There's a bonus, yes. If you're watching live and you comment that you're here with us watching live, when we draw your name, you're going to get a bonus prize. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's going to come as a surprise in the mail. It's not going to be like a sticker or anything like that. It'll be much cooler than that. It might be ice fishing related. Maybe it'll be a hat from us, something like that. Maybe we'll throw in some can koozies. Who knows? It's a big surprise.
I like can koozies.
Can koozies are cool.
Can koozies are great.
So
who doesn't like a can koozie?
So make sure you're watching live and make sure you comment throughout the show. Let us know that you're here so that we can absolutely hook you up with that bonus prize if we draw your name. So with that said, Tallahassee's in the house.
You are now dubbed Tallahassee.
Hey, that's all right.
And it's because of your truck.
Yeah.
It's because of your truck and your hunting lifestyle. We'll go with that.
Yes.
You know,
and the apocalypse that we're all hoping
and
for.
Our dreams of shooting zombies.
Right. And for you, instead of a crossbow, it would be your longbow.
Yeah. Why not with that tonight?
Now, hold on a second. That's all you're going to take into the zombie apocalypse?
I got like a couple thousand rounds of
okay
of ammo waiting for that. That's just for fun, the longbow.
You don't want to be putting that out there.
I lost it all in a boating
Not
accident.
that any feds or anything like that are watching. I mean, it's all legal, but, you know, they like to know
It's
that
too
stuff.
bad that
You-
boat
you
sunk
get put
with
on a
all
boat.
my guns on it.
Right?
It's funny
That's
that
what
you say
happened to mine.
that. That is what happened. That happened to you too.
You too?
Yeah,
Unreal.
actually, I know it's happened to a lot of guys. I don't know why we take our guns on boats.
know.
And then our boats sink. But it happens.
It does happen.
So, thanks everybody for tuning in. We apologize about the technical difficulties on that first stream, but we're back. It's sounding like we're good. We're getting comments here. That sounds back up.
All right.
So good.
You
to
can
go.
hear us. I apologize.
You apologize. I apologize. We apologize. We'll just blame it on Luke, our producer back there. So he's on it there. So Brad, how has your season gone? How did fall of 2023? Well, I mean, it was
pretty
your
wild.
season actually started in the summertime already.
Well, it was
spring.
end of April. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did the Hawaii trip again, and
How'd that go?
pretty wild. Yeah,
What-
I'm finally kind of getting used to hunting over there.
Yeah.
You know, my good buddy Nick's been taking me.
Is that how you got involved with
yeah.
it, or like what?
A friend of mine was like, "What?" He goes over here. He's like, "You gotta go." I'm like, yes, I do."
I can't think of one good
So,
reason.
and you
not to
kind
go
of
to
just
Hawaii.
you just gotta hunt hard.
Yep.
It's a lot of spot and stock stuff.
So what are you going over there to hunt? Or
Axis
down there?
deer.
Or
Axis deer and the mouflon sheep. So I did put a video out of that hunt. Almost got a ram that I tend to rush when I'm on a stalk. Like I always got to kill him now. But you really just got to slow down
For that fear that
when
they're
you're
going to
doing a
take off
stalk.
on
Yeah,
you, that you're going to get
if you're in
busted.
them, I mean, you just got to think, but every time you do it, you learn something. You know.
So how does an axis deer compare to whitetail? I mean, like they react the
They're
same,
super skittish. Yeah,
probably even more
they're
skittish. than-
fast. They're like whitetails on crack. But and they're hunted hard. It's pressured. I mean, the locals hunt them, and then there's people in the city that are trying to eradicate them, so they shoot them at night, and then they have guys come in and hunt them as well, and it's like so they're constantly hunted.
Okay.
And they're not native.
They were
introduced.
yeah they were
right?
introduced.
And is the population there?
It was really high, and there was a bad drought a few years ago that took out a lot of animals.
Sure.
And but they're still there. You just gotta work a little harder for them.
What about the rams?
The rams are not very heavily populated either, and they're in like sheep country, which is pretty crazy out there. It's just gulches that are like straight down.
Yeah, from volcanoes and things.
Maybe
like that.
yeah. It's almost like you're up high, and then the gulches just drop like 800 feet, and all those sheep are just somehow walking on that.
I know, it's crazy. When you watch those videos and that, they're like going up like sheer walls
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Mike Mason wants to know what island you were on.
Come on, I want to lay up.
We were on one of the smaller islands out there. I'm sworn to not really give away.
That's
But
fair.
however, you can get on deer on almost I think the majority of the islands, even on Maui. I mean, and you just got to find a place to hunt, or you can do the draw out there. So you can do a tag, which is a draw. And
Okay.
you get a tag, and you can hunt the state land, or you can hunt year round out there.
Okay.
And you have to hunt on like a permission area, which some areas are like actually city owned, but it's not state land, so you can hunt it. You just have to like figure out how to get in.
So how do
It's kind of like public.
dive more into that, right? So let's say couple guys hanging around having a few beers, and one of them says, "Let's go hunt in Hawaii." Where do you even start?
Well, there's not a lot of info really on it even.
Right, exactly. So how does one?
Honestly, you go out there. You can hunt year round out there.
But you're
And
talking.
you can even camp like on some of the islands too. So you could even on Maui you can camp anywhere, and so you don't have to. You got to stay away. What you got to do is stay away from the spending of the money out there.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to shop at the grocery store,
Right.
and you want to not stay at resorts.
Stay away from.
So you
the
want to try to
touristy-
find somewhere to stay in someone's home, or like I camped a night on Maui out there at it's like called Hip Camp. You can even do like a private campsite. It's like $30 a night. Pull up in a rental Jeep and just
Okay.
camp.
There you go.
So I flew out there with a tent. And we did that one night, and then stay at like someone's house, the rest of the time.
And how problematic is shipping a weapon?
It's super easy with the
Super
archery.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably-
archery, yeah.
I
harder
throw.
with
I
the-
mean, I throw everything in my case. I pack that thing 50 pounds,
Okay.
on the dot. So, I usually just take my case filled with crap and then up one pack, then one carry-on. And then on the way home, if you got to buy a cheap cooler, you can ship that, pick up a cooler, and then you can ship your meat.
Okay.
Just pay for another check bag with your cooler. And I actually had...
So it's really not as daunting.
It's not, and I actually had my carry-on full of meat and on the one trip. And I just threw it right above me. It's full of meat. But it stayed frozen actually too. Which is,
Okay.
Well, I could see if it was frozen. Yeah.
yeah, and you have to. It has to be frozen to fly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
And I had
sneak
I had
on.
skulls in there packed in and racks and just as everywhere.
I can
And
only
then
imagine what that
when you go
TSA
through the
and-
scan, and the one guy's like, "Oh yeah, you hunt in here," and he's like, "Come on back." I'm like, "I will."
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, because you said they kind of want to. They're not trying to eradicate, but
Well,
it's
some places are, yeah.
Some areas are. Yeah.
They don't want them. I mean, all the people are spending money on all the resorts, and they just don't want the deer
Sure.
eating, on the golf courses at night.
Do you know how long ago it was that they actually introduced them? I
the
mean,
late
was it?
the late 1800s, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That long.
Like a gift from the king.
Wow.
But I want to hunt. I should have. I was driving around Maui on the one side. It's all just backcountry, and there's a farm. I'm looking on Onyx too and stuff. And I seen tons of animals, and I seen a farmer driving on a UTV. I should have stopped him and been like, "Hey, that's what you got to do just to make a contact. Be like, mind if I hunt here tomorrow?
Sure.
Like, or I'll give you a hand for a few hours if you need it." I mean,
Yeah.
people like that would be like, "Yeah, go."
So
Because there's sheep out there and goats.
yeah.
They have those big Hawaiian goats with like the super long
Okay.
horns, and those were everywhere.
So the locals are pretty like they're almost happy that you're there.
Well, some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some places that don't want local, or they don't want you to be there.
Okay.
They want it. Like even one of the Uber drivers I had, he's talking about an island. He's like, "I'm not even welcome on that island."
Really? No kidding.
He's
Is
like,
this a white guy?
"No, he's Hawaiian, man."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but he wasn't from there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's different.
But
for
where
sure.
I was, the locals are super cool. I mean, everyone knows you're there hunting anyway. It's like, and then, but I did, funny thing was I had this whole plan to get an e-bike to this island. So I looked it up, did all research, reserved e-bike. I'm literally standing in line at the ferry, and we're about to board. I mean, I've been in line for who knows how long. I even bought a bike pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady's like, "You can't take that bike on the ferry." I'm like,
Because of the
because
battery.
because the Coast Guard banned those batteries from traveling. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I'm about to board." So I quick rode it back to the bike rental place, which is like a few blocks away. I'm like, "I don't know, just give me a 10-speed." I mean, but you can't pedal up those hills
Right.
with that 10-speed. It was just, but
It'd be
I
a
had
big
the
waste of
plan.
money.
If I would have had an e-bike out there, it would have been
Money.
game changer for sure.
So you were successful, yeah, right?
Yeah, last day I ended up getting I don't know, maybe you'd say a year and a half,
Yeah.
like full velvet on them, so that was cool.
Oh, that is very cool.
It's probably like maybe that tall.
Okay.
No.
There's like one split and then a brow and then another split on the other side. So, but I wasn't about to not shoot my
Yeah,
first
right,
access
right.
buck.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
the previous year, I got a doe out there.
I would guess that probably the most expensive part of the entire trip is just getting there.
Yeah, and
About
even
like
still,
your
I mean,
flight.
flights aren't even that bad.
No.
If you book it in advance too, you'd think. I mean, last year my round trip was $500.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
actually really cheap.
And
yeah.
it's not. And the way out there, I had I didn't know. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be cramped, but those planes are huge. And then I had no one. I had the whole row.
You're kidding.
I just laid down
Holy cow.
for a cheap,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who'd you fly with?
It's United.
Okay. Huh. And all the doors stayed
Yeah,
on
they
the
all
plane?
stayed intact.
That's a bonus.
But now, I mean, it's so sad with that fire
Yeah.
in Maui. There actually used to stay when I get there. If we couldn't get there in time to get on a ferry, stayed in that town, and that one hotel that completely burnt down to the ground. Nothing.
Oh, my
I
God.
was just there a few months before.
That is crazy.
It's completely gone.
Yeah, that's a real shame. So what was your next hunt then after?
Well, then obviously it's turkey season. I like killing them.
Yes.
I like killing turkeys.
It's the best.
That's his favorite. I love it too. I'm like this time of year. I'm stoked.
I never used to
I was
like
just
it.
getting so fired.
I never liked turkey hunting until I,
until you kill
met,
one.
met some guys, that just, don't sit in a blind and all the time, and you just get after them, and
Yeah.
it's a little more fun.
Scoot and shoot.
I spent 5 years though, my first 5 years turkey hunting, trying to get one with the recurve until I finally did.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, I just need to shoot him in the face now with the gun.
I remember when you were first talking about getting into turkey hunting, I thought, this is crazy. This is stupid.
Well,
Why?
it's spring, you can't hunt. It's like, dude, you can hunt.
Right.
I mean, you can buy your tags in this zone and the other zone leftovers, and then zone, you can buy one tag a day if you have a weekend and you want to shoot a couple extra birds.
He gets on me and he's like, no, seriously, you got to try this. This is awesome.
Isn't
It's
it
a lot of
fun?
Oh my God. I'm so hooked. I'm hooked. It's a blast.
Even when the weather's bad, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Other than the poison ivy and the ticks.
Yeah.
The ticks, yeah.
That's the big.
I had a
one.
bad tick experience this year.
Yeah, that's no joke. We have one of our guys on our team is going through a really rough time right now.
Steve, we're thinking about you, bud.
He's working through it. He's been on PIC lines and all this IV stuff and in and out of the hospital. Like, it's no joke, guys. I mean, permethrin, use that stuff. Don't take it lightly. I mean, if you think you did, let your doctor know. I mean, they'll just put you on doxycycline right away. The faster you catch it, it's like the longer you wait. I mean, because I actually had, I'm not sure what it was. And it wasn't Lyme's disease. It was from a wood tick. I think it was Rocky Mountain spotted fever that I ended up getting.
You can send your ticks in to get them tested too.
Oh, really?
It's called tickcheck.com or something. You can send up to 5 for $40.
All right. So you made that
That's
up.
a sweet deal.
I knew the last one I had stuck in my.
And you made that up.
They didn't have limes, so.
It was stuck in your. Moving on.
Yeah, it was
Rocky
bad.
Mountain, what?
Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
That's a thing? Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, and like wood ticks carry that. And,
I had no idea.
I mean, it's nothing to the extent of
Lyme's
Lyme's
disease.
disease. That's for sure. And Lyme's disease can be taken care of. I mean, but the longer you wait to get diagnosed or get it cleared,
Right.
that's when you have some people really have long-term side effects. But not to go off on a big rant about Lyme's disease, but did you get a turkey this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Shot.
Was it good?
I did a weekend, and I got 1 in zone 2 and then 2 in zone 3.
Yeah, it was a good year. It was probably one
I
of the
love
best
I love
years.
late the last week too. I love the last week because the hay's like high enough usually where you can just crawl.
Yeah.
If they're out there and you got a fan, you could just keep working your way, and all of a sudden one gets pissed off and they just come right at you and it's over.
Ugh.
But I feel like it's either the first week or the last week is my favorite time to hunt turkey.
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
I'm a little bit more of the. I feel like I've been very successful the second week,
Yeah.
so it's kind of I don't know. It's just it's in my head.
It's just
that-
in your and that's fine. I mean, you could kill one every any one of the weeks. It's just
Absolutely.
kind of like
Yeah, I mean, weather can play a part in